Welcome back to the Stephen Knight Show. Adam, what's DC looking like? My brother was up there this weekend and he said he saw the National Guard walking around with their huge guns.
What? Yeah, and he didn't come visit me? Oh, thanks, Stephen.
I'll make you know,
Uh, what? Yeah, well, DC's okay.
yeah,
Still
he
nothing in
just
our
said it was
neighborhood.
kind
I
of
think,
like just like, oh, okay, it's real.
yeah, it's a little bit of a shock.
Mhm.
Uh, I think they're still in the touristy areas though, so they don't come up to the Howard area, so to
Okay.
speak. So, but DC's good. The weather's hot again, so
Yeah,
not loving it, but it's not like too hot. It's not in the 90s. We're just in the 80s, so I'm missing the fall.
yeah, it's
Uh, but yeah, not bad, not bad.
okay. We'll let y'all take it away. Movie reviews.
Sure thing. So I had a chance not to actually go to see anything in the theater, unfortunately, but I did watch Netflix's latest documentary or docuseries, aka Charlie Sheen. And I was toying around if I actually wanted to watch this, but it seemed interesting enough. And I know I don't follow too much Charlie Sheen, but we all know him from kind of the Tiger Blood and his crazy antics through not just the 90s, but like the 2010s and things like that. So I said, okay, I'm going to give this a try. And it's a two-parter series, and it follows kind of his growing up, being the son of Martin Sheen and brother of Emilio Estevez, and how he got certain roles in movies and like how his life kind of picked up from there of his like California upbringings to his like early addictions and him going on that roller coaster of being sober for a year, then getting back into alcohol and drugs, meeting Nicolas Cage and this kind of the crazy party lifestyle that he introduced into Charlie Sheen's life and all this kind of different partying, and then how he kind of sobered up. And then after he did a lot of movies, he started wanted to do something a little more stable, and he took over Michael J. Fox's role in Spin City as kind of the recurring TV character. And then the series continues into kind of his ups and downs, going into Two and a Half Men, getting back to addictions with pills and things like that. It was more interesting than I thought it would be. I will say this, and this is kind of, Netflix knows the trends, and everyone knows, or if you don't know, there's that whole idea of the second screen. And how does what they produce become your second screen in the sense that people are watching movies on their phone these days, watching movies while on their phones these days. And this docuseries could have been just one episode really, but Netflix knows the model, and this is like the perfect kind of documentary to put on in the background. You can do whatever chores you need to do. You can be on your phone and you're still getting enough of that content in this documentary that you don't have to be glued to the screen the whole time. I personally don't like that. I like when I watch a show to be focused or a movie, I don't look at my phone. I try to just focus on it. But this is kind of the trend, I think, that we're getting towards. And with that, it's a good documentary. Like again, if you want to learn something in the background, kind of see the interviews from his friends growing up, from his ex-wives, things like that, you're going to get a little insight into Charlie Sheen. Not something that matters too much in the end of the day, but yeah, it was a fun enough watch, I should say. Uh,
They had a discussion on The View. They're talking about so apparently his dad had like some kind of police or whatever kind of intervene to get him to rehab or something like that. And they were talking, and Joy Behar was saying how as an Italian mom, you never call the police on your child. She would never do that. And Sonny Hostin agreed with her, saying because she has black children. But Whoopi said that sometimes you never know what all a parent has done to try to get the person clean. And when a person has resources, sometimes it's harder. And so that might have been the last resort. And so they kind of well, Joy didn't understand, but Sonny did that you're trying to save your child. And so because I believe in the documentary, Charlie said he didn't see it as tough love at the time, but now he does because he was in the throes of his addiction.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, you're right.
I actually
Oh, go ahead.
remember that time frame very vividly, and Charlie was out of control,
Yeah.
like really out of control. And in order to save his life, his dad did call the cops on him
Yeah.
because he wanted to get him to a place where he was away from his environment.
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
kudos to him for calling the cops on him. I'd call the cops on my child too if it would have saved their life.
Yeah. Sissy Houston did the same thing for Whitney.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. I mean, yeah, when you're out of other options, you
yeah,
want to do what
you
you
want to
can to
save this
help.
person. Yeah,
Yep.
exactly.
So I agree. I mean, Martin Sheen's been around for a long time, so I will defer to his better parenting style, I hope, in these situations, which I think did work out.
Yeah.
Um, The only other thing is I started watching, well, a couple of things. So I want to mention a little bit of the Emmys. A lot of shows got nominated, a lot of kind of excitement. I personally was happy that Andor won the writing credit. It's my favorite show of the year, so kudos. And it's, I think, the first time a Star Wars related property won anything in the Emmy categories. Um, I did start Adolescence because I knew it won. I'm still getting through that, so I won't formulate my final opinion there. But it's a tough show to watch.
it is.
You know,
Is that with the young guy, the young actor that won?
yeah, the youngest actor to ever win an Emmy, and he's like it takes place in the UK, and the
You
kid
know,
gets
he said he
accused.
doesn't watch it. He can't watch it. It's too intense. And he said
Yeah,
he would criticize himself, so he doesn't watch it either.
that's good. It is intense, and I also say I hate putting subtitles on in English language shows, but the British people, they just gotta learn our English. I can't, yeah, I can't do these accents. They're killing me. But it's a good show. Um, and
And
then
when you watch it, Adam, please keep in mind that the lead actor, that's his story. He wrote that from personal experience.
oh, the one who won because he won Best Actor for the
Yeah,
or
yeah, that's his story. He created that story.
oh, okay, that's good to know. I
Yeah.
then yeah, I will keep that in mind. Um, and I do enjoy it. But then one other thing I'll just mention quickly is the paper. So, you know, this is The Office kind of, but like at a newspaper. Few episodes in, I'm enjoying it. It's fun. It's got that quirkiness.
That came out already?
It's the whole show's out already.
Well, what is it on?
It's on
Peacock.
Peacock.
I got, oh,
Yeah, you're gonna have to
I
get
want
your
to watch
Peacock
that because I
subscription.
love The Office. I love The
Yeah,
Office.
you'll love this. First of all, they did a great job of making it like released all at once, because that's just how people watch The Office, right? Binge watching. And it's cool to see newspapers. Like it's that newspaper industry that you know is dying and they know is dying, but it's like this that fun quirkiness of that kind of small town newspaper. So highly recommend. Again, only a few episodes in, but it's pretty funny.
Okay. Then they have DMV, which I think is going to be good too. That's kind of like the whole, is that what the like, an office kind of field as
Oh, I don't
well?
know this one.
Yeah, DMV is about the DMV, and they just the preview they show this old woman. She hit a cone, and then the airbag came out on the instructor, and she said, "Did I pass?" And it was like, "No."
That seems like it'll be a good one then too.
Yeah.
Speaking of The Office, with that same vibe, do you catch any of the guy that's on the internet chat? Do you ever see any of those skits?
Mm-mm.
No.
You never seen the skit with the guy? He said, "Is there a black person here?"
I haven't
Mm-mm.
seen that.
Hashtag chit, and then look at those skits. It's very
Okay.
office-ish. Office-ish.
Okay.
Yeah, check it out. Was that it for you, Adam?
Yep.
All right. So I saw a movie. It came out some years ago. It's called Brother. And I had been seeing it for a while and I just didn't watch it. I actually put it in my watch list. And this weekend I said I was going to watch it. I really didn't have time to watch much, but I decided to watch this particular movie. And it stars Antoine Pierre, Lamar Johnson, and Marsha Stephanie Blake. And the story is about a single mother who's raising her two sons in Toronto around the break of the hip hop scene. And they're immigrants. They come from Jamaica, and she had since broken up with the kid's father, so she was a single mom raising them on her own. The dad lived in the same town, but they weren't in communication with them and hadn't been since they were little. And these are kids growing up in the hip hop scene, and they're trying to adapt to their environment, but also follow the ways that the mom raised them, which is contradictory to what's going on in the hip hop scene. And she's trying to keep a tight rein on them. But the streets are calling. The older brother is more street savvy than the younger brother. And then you have the dynamics of the older brother trying to grow away from the family home. And then you have the younger brother very much implanted in the family home who's more attached to the mother. And it, to be totally honest, the whole movie was a little heartbreaking, but it was so damn good. And it didn't get much fanfare of anything. And everybody knows, what's his name, Aaron Pierre for The Lion King now, but this is before then. And he's really a great actor. Like, straight up, he's really good. And like the whole cast was good. And if you're in the mood for melodrama and you might want to shed a tear or two, check it out. It's called Brother. It's actually on Amazon Prime. And I think it came out in 22.
Hmm.
I think it came out in 22, but definitely check that out. That was the only movie that I saw. But the other series that I'm watching now is the new series on HBO Max called Task. And it's about a forming task force, and it's starring Mark Ruffalo, and he's the head of this task force that's being put together to stop crime in the southern Pennsylvania area. So we're talking Chester, Lower Marion, northern Delaware County, in some of the Berks County area where there's a high potency of drugs. And if you ever saw, what is the Kate Winslet show that was on?
Mayor of Easton.
Yeah, it's from the same writers and producers.
Oh,
So it
nice.
pretty much has that same flavor to it, and it's pretty deep. These guys are running around doing home invasions to rip people off for cash, but on one particular home invasion, they make a mistake. I won't say what that is, and the whole thing flips for them. And now this task force is activated, but the task force is assigned to do one thing, but they're about to discover another thing. So it's the plot thickens. But
Yeah.
so far, so good. It's really, really good. And if you trust certain actors, Mark Ruffalo is not somebody that I play around with. He normally picks great projects to be in and be involved with. So definitely check that out.
Nice.
Nice. And real quick, one movie I did see over the break was The Pickup, and that's starring Eddie Murphy, Kiki Palmer, Pete Davidson, and Eva Longoria. It's on Amazon Prime, and I thought it was a funny movie. It's not one that you would rush to the theater to see, but that's why it's good on Prime. But so Eddie Murphy, Pete Davidson, they work for one of the armed trucks that deliver money, that kind of thing. They work for that company. Eddie Murphy's about to he's married to Eva Longoria, who wants to start a bed and breakfast. And he was like, well, one day I'm gonna do it, and I'm close to retirement. Anyway, Pete Davidson is like this new guy that starts. So they're partners. He annoys Eddie Murphy, of course. Well, Kiki Palmer is she hijacks their truck, pretty much, her and some guys, and their intention is to pretty much steal money from a casino. And there's a reason why she's involved in that. And it kind of has a cheesy ending to it, but I thought it was good if you want like just a little quick, funny movie. I watched like at 1 o'clock in the morning, and it was great. But yeah, so check that out. Anything
So
coming
I,
out of I'm
well,
sorry.
I want to ask you a question off of that movie because I've been scared to watch it.
Okay.
Right? With the three movies that Eddie Murphy has released as of late, did you find those movies to be hilarious?
What were the other movies?
Let's see. I think the last movie that I'm considering Eddie Murphy to be funny in is Dolomite.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
So anything that came after Dolomite, do you find it to be
I thought
funny?
there was some funny scenes. I thought it was some funny scenes. I mean, he's older now, but he's still. I mean, I thought I would say that my oldest brother watched it. And he said it wasn't funny for him, like for what he
So
expected.
he remembers the other Eddie Murphy.
That's what he said. For Eddie Murphy movie,
Yeah.
wasn't that funny to him, but he thought it was okay.
Yeah. I'm with him on that. I don't find him to be funny to me anymore.
Yeah,
Sorry, Eddie, but I'm used to you being that dude.
All right. Well, anything coming down the pipeline?
Well, speaking of old, I guess comedic actors that are doing more different roles, Marlon Wayans has a new movie. Him.
Yeah,
Oh, him.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what I feel about it yet because horror isn't my genre per se, but it could be interesting.
Mhm.
Mm.
What about you,
Well,
Chike?
Mr. Peel deals in psychological horror, so it's not going to be like gotcha horror.
Right,
It's going to be
right.
more like when you go home and you in your own private thoughts, you're going to be thinking about some stuff.
Yeah,
Oh
right,
man, that's even worse. I don't want to start thinking about things.
Yes.
right. Either you, Chike?
I can't say that I'm looking at one thing in particular. Honestly, I'm to be totally honest. To be fair, I'm a little disappointed with everything right about now. I'm disappointed.
There was an
I,
actor that spoke out about stop doing remakes. That's why he said movies they have grossed less since the 80s because we keep doing
Mhm,
remakes and that formula is not
mhm.
working anymore. Um,
Or let's not do, because they changed that. It's not remake, it's the reimagining. So you're
reimagine.
taking an older movie and you're pretty much remixing it.
Yeah,
What's the difference in that and people sampling music? Some people don't like that. Like, stop.
right.
Like,
Exactly.
what all these people living lives and all these original stories, you
Right.
can't give me one?
Exactly.
Yeah. Also, to that guy's point, though, that was a bad argument because we didn't have the internet in the 80s. There's so many other things competing for, peak TV. There's a lot of things competing for our eyes,
Yeah.
not just
That's
movies.
true.
So I don't think we'll ever maybe go back to that stage.
That's
But
true.
yeah.
Well, listen, guys, thank you for always for letting us know what to spend our time and our money on, what not to. We'll be right back after this.